Self-acceptance is critical, and sometimes we have difficulty with that, as I did. But I'm going to accept myself right now. I published an article earlier about the most significant contribution to consciousness, to human consciousness, and that's what Wilhelm gave us. But I had to talk about it because it didn't make sense to me either. I started writing in 1989, and it was surprising to me when I started making connection to an intelligence that I didn't understand. And then I went through my life healing everything, going through all kinds of difficulties and challenges and failures, and then I kept coming out the other side and go, how's this occurring? But I kept doing Wilhelm. I kept doing it the entire time, 36 years. Then in 2020 it changed because I knew the world was changing, and I couldn't have told you why I knew that. But I shifted my business years before that because I knew things were going to be changing. Everybody knew me as the vocal coach. I said, no, there's more there because I know what's coming. I couldn't have told you why I knew that. And the thing that I could never explain to anyone is how did I heal all of these different things? And then I discovered that I've done something no other human had ever done. And that was challenging for me to accept and challenging for others to accept it because we'd never seen it before. That's why I wrote the article, because when we discover something that can help humankind, that can give us a new way of evolving, you've got to talk about it. But for me, it was frightening, and I was the reluctant mystic because I didn't understand it. I'd never studied astrology or any of those sciences, and I'm receiving all of this information, and I knew exactly what would be happening in the world. Well, not exactly. I knew the energies because Wilhelm had given us all that information. It was all documented. But because we'd never seen it before, that was challenging for people to understand. And so what I have to do, I'm changing. It was my fault as well because I couldn't believe it. How did that happen? But now what I'm doing after tomorrow is that I am completing all of this work because I haven't done that. I've got probably 20,000 pages of information or something like that. I don't know. I have so much in live sessions. I have everything. There is no difficulty that any human has that we don't have an answer for. Now, people won't want it necessarily because we don't really want to become healthy, happy, because it requires us to look at ourselves and then change. And that's what I had to do. I went through every dark part, every horrible thing in my life, but I wrote it all down because Wilhelm gave me the information. And that's what happened. And so the article, as you look at it, you will see that it's verified. And I am verified because I'll be 75 on Sunday, and I'm going in a completely different direction than most people. And I'm watching people struggle because they can't figure out who they are. And I have the plan. I was given the path. It was surprising to me as well. But I have to own it. We must own ourselves. Whenever that shows up, you've got to own what develops because you never know. It's in your consciousness, and so you're never done with what you might develop. I'm not done. I'm just starting tomorrow. So please enjoy the article, and if you're one of those who want to live a really wonderful, great life and help change the world, then you want to join. I'll see you soon.